First of all, let's just get your reaction to this news that the camera, the photographer that was given access to this memorial broke with protocol, and just explain how difficult and privileged it is to be nominated as the only photographer in there, and what the advice from the palace was, and how significant it is that he broke those rules.
Well, I was sitting only a few yards away from him when he was there. He was chaperoned by the press advisor, the press team from the palace. He was on, he was on the royal rota, so he's sort of under their jurisdiction to a degree. But of course, the bottom line was that morning we broke the story on GBNews that Andrew was going to accompany the Queen to the event. Of course, that then became the story, and so quite rightly, as a news photographer, he decided he was going to take that picture. But it's difficult because you're there under their auspices. But if you don't get that picture, I'm sure all the picture editors in Fleet Street would have been asking what on earth he was doing.
But will he be struck off then from ever being able to get on that royal pool again?
I think if that happens, there'll be uproar. I think that the palace got it completely wrong from beginning to end on this. The reality is the photographer's there to report the news as other reporters. You can't be controlled by the palace. During the pandemic, there's been far too much control of this royal rota and what can be embargoed, what can't be embargoed. And frankly, they've utilised it to sort of almost stage manage what they want in the papers and what they don't. I don't think you can continue to do this. I mean, I can understand it when there were restrictions in a pandemic. I can understand all that, but I can't understand them trying to completely organise the agenda to suit themselves. There was a story there, and the newspapers and the news photographers and reporters are there to report the story, not the image that the palace want. I mean, ultimately, there have been photographs, once we've broken the story on GB News, that of them actually in the car. So what happened after that? Did he just disappear?